What's up, guys? Welcome back to Everett Productions and another exciting half-price books comic haul video. I know I've been out, seems like, for a long minute, but as it appears, my computer crapped out on me. My Dell XPS 8300 that I purchased from 2012 decided not to start up properly. So I had to reinstall Windows 10, and then it was a whole mess. Got to activate the key, had to call Microsoft for them to remotely log in and change the coding, provide me with a key. Yeah, that's why I was out, guys. But I'm back now in full force. First off, I want to remind Dion Ingram, you were the lucky winner of my April comic haul giveaway. You have until the end of the month, which is the 31st, whatever the last day of this month is, to claim it. If it's not, it's gonna go to the next winner, all right? Which is gonna be, I believe, Mario Jr. 32. So your time is almost up, guys. All right, so happy Memorial Day weekend. So let's go ahead and start out with some goodies right here. Half price book, by the way. You have until Monday, Memorial Day sale, 20% off store-wide. All your complete purchase. We're gonna start with some good stuff. Some Ash Can comics. I don't have too many of these. So this is Archie vs. Predator. Pretty whack, right? I mean, we already know Archie's no competition, so why even decide to even make this comic book? It's kind of corny. But speaking of Predator, it looks like there's gonna be a new movie coming out, so I'm looking forward to that. Definitely watching on my movie pass. And by the way, I watched Solo yesterday, and I have to admit, it was kind of boring, guys. I fell asleep just for a few seconds, like 4 or 5 times, but it was just nothing that really stood out, you know. I believe, I thought it was like one of the most boring Star Wars movie ever, including Episode 1. And there goes Venom. That's Flight Club #2 and Loot Crate magazine. Fear. It's got a 3D exclusive by Robert Kirkman of the Walking Dead fame. And we have a couple of these autographed comics for 25 cents. Of course, I'm gonna get it. Especially, I'm having a pretty big collection of autographed comics now from Atlas. Don't know too much about him. Or the Avatar printing publisher. One of the smaller ones, smaller than Dark Horse, I believe. Alright, enough of that. X-Men Battle of the Atom #1. Real good art. Looks like, oh, it's Cho. I was going to say Arthur Adams. Kind of reminds me of that. Got Preacher Band. These are from the clearance section for 50 cents. Of course, Preacher. I never did finish the first. Oh, man. I didn't even know there was torn. That's not cool at all. Well, so much for that one. A Town Called. I was saying I didn't never finish the season 1. Or maybe I did. I forgot. Anyway, it wasn't that exciting to me. A Town Called Dragon from Legendary. And then this one is a special one. Superman Reborn, the DC Universe Rebirth. This one is sitting pretty hot right now. Hawkeye #2 variant edition. Looks a little bit corny. People are wondering where was Hawkeye from Infinity War. Who knows? Maybe he was making that Tag movie that's coming out. Uncanny X-Men 428, first appearance of Nightcrawler's dad, called Draco, I believe. And we have 2 of these trade paperback, a graphic novel, I meant, Grendel, Batman Grendel. Grendel is Comico's version of Batman, wannabe. Pretty dark, too. And I got this whole set of Amazon's Attack. Is the warriors from Themyscira of Wonder Woman fame. Here we got number 2, Batman and Justice League helping out. Speaking of Shazam, it looks like they've uploaded pictures of who's going to play Shazam. It was a little bit underwhelming, I have to admit, guys. Hopefully DC will not disappoint, but it's kind of hard to tell. The track record isn't all that great, right?
That's for these. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, have a great day.
All right, we got number 3 and 4. Supergirl to the rescue. It looks like. I like this cover right here. Air Force One looks like it's going down, but they're trying to save it. Number 5 and number 6 will complete the set. Looks like Wonder Woman is fighting her mother or something. Prophet. This is the first issue. I read a couple issues online from readcomicsonline.com. Prophet is a pretty cool sci-fi storyline. If you guys want to read it, it's totally different from the traditional Image ones. This one has a great story and okay art. And from DC, Captain Atom number 1. Always wanted that. Back from Legends of Tomorrow or something like that, which I stopped watching. Superboy number 1 from New 52. Penguin, Pain and Prejudice. Pretty cool cover right there. Alright, on a separate haul, I got this Dark Crossing graphic novel from Top Cow Comics and Image collaboration, starring Witchblade and Tomb Raider. That's part 1, I believe. And here's part 2 with Witchblade. And if I remember right, Witchblade had her own series back in the 90s. I don't think it was ever that popular. And here's Spider-Man 3, guys. Speaking of Spider-Man 3, what a coincidence, because I just watched that last week. He was fighting like some sun god or something like that Lex Luthor made up. It was totally corny. Looking at the special effects from them was horrible, guys. It was ridiculously funny. And rest in peace, Christopher Reeves. Now here's a nice find, considering, you know, they are considering Marvel's reincarnating the Fantastic Four. This should do well. Great art, by the way. Oh, is that Robert Kirkman writing? Fantastic Four Foes. I've never seen this before. It's a limited series. Right there. Looks pretty exciting, featuring all the top foes. Of course, Doctor Doom's gotta be in it, right? Super Skrull. It's gotta be. The Mole Man, of course. 4. I'm not sure who that is. Right there. And yeah, kind of disappointed. I do not see Doctor Doom. Doctor Doom is one of the most iconic Fantastic Four foes. So you guys agree? And here's Wolverine and the X-Men in number 8. Looks like old man Logan type sitting in a wheelchair. Here's Green Lantern number 48, the Emerald Twilight Saga. Shadow Man number 2 from Valiant Comics back in the 90s. Always one of the early issues of Shadow Man. And here's an awesome one. Glow in the Dark cover. Kind of underwhelming. I actually love the glow in the dark. All you see is like this colored, lighting up, shaded silhouette of her. Area number 4. And here is ones I've always wanted. What if the Hulk had killed Wolverine? Check out that awesome adamantium type cover. Pretty cool, huh? Alright guys, I believe I have the science of how to remove a price sticker from a comic book down to the side, exact science. What you want to do is heat it on high, on hot, at an angle about 1 inch away. Heat it for 1 minute. What you want to do is peel off the front, and then you want to heat it for additional 2 to 2.5 minutes. That way the heat can get underneath the price sticker, and that should do it. Kind of like this. Slightly wet towel. Rinse and repeat. See how easy that peels away? Almost like butter. For the leftover residue, all you have to do is use a slightly wet paper and run it over with your thumb until that's all completely gone. So one way for me to check to see if there are any residue left or if it's still sticky, I press my palm down there and if the comic book's not sticking to it, and it's time to put it in plastic and forward. Isn't that a beautiful book? If it's not sticking to my hand, then it's not going to stick to the plastic. Eternal Warrior #1. Some big shout out to Valiant Comics early issues. And I've always wanted this ever since I was a kid, guys. Shadow Man #1 is finally in my collection. And I removed it easily. The price sticker is annoying, so I only pay 50 cents for that. Kabam! Inhumans #1, Once and Future Kings. This one just came out, I believe, like this year or last year. It's got a bonus Lockjaw bonus story. Unfortunately, the Inhumans TV, Netflix series, or whatever is unwatchable. It's pretty horrible. Ghost Rider #1, here we go. Texera art. Classic, iconic cover right there. Ghost Rider. This is not to be confused with the Cosmic Ghost Rider, which is doing ridiculously well with Thanos #13, which I still need, although I have the lenticular cover. Here's Batgirl #9, featuring a new villain, I believe, her Night of the Owls. And here's a Kabuki #1 from Image Comics. David Mack's Uniquely Disturbed Vision. Not really sure who David Mack is. Superman's Lois Lane, a new 52. Check out the cover price, $4.99. Heck no, but for 50 cents, of course. In this storyline plot of Avengers vs. Marvel, I'm not too Avengers vs. X-Men. It seems like a pretty weak plot, but I have yet to finish the story, so I shouldn't be judging already. This is around 3-second print, and here is around 4 with Jean Grey, I believe. That's supposed to be leading on to something that I'm going to cover upcoming. Here's a Trinity Annual #1. I read that. Pretty nice story right there. Featuring Superman, Wonder Woman, and Batman, the trio. That's famous. Another Valiant comic. Here's Divinity #0. Head upside down. Because he was upside down. Here we go. And I believe that's one of their most powerful characters, similar to Harada. Kill the Minotaur #1. This is pretty hot on eBay right now. Cool art and pretty nice story, guys. Go check it out. And here is #0. It's third printing. Scarlet Witch and Jean Grey, I believe. Oh, no, that's Hope Summers, my bad. And speaking of Jean Grey, here is the Return of the Phoenix. This set that I got for $8, 5. They wanted 5 comics for $1.60 a piece. And the cover price of these are $4.99. Here's a lenticular cover. Look how beautiful that is. Gorgeous art by Linnell Yu. Here's #1. Alright. I read the whole series. Awesome story. Highly recommend it. Here's #2. That's the original Jean Grey costume. Back in the 80s, I believe. Alright. And here is #3. She rests in peace. #4. The Phoenix has come to Earth. And here's #5, finishing off the storyline. Battle books. This was the 90s version of Marvel's Dungeons and Dragons, I believe. This is the Witchblade version. Strange Westerns. The Mighty Marvel Western starring the Black Order. Don't ask, I do not know anything about him. And here is a couple of variant covers of Assassin's Creed Awakening from Ubisoft Titan Comics. And here is the sketch cover. Inhumanity: The Awakening #1 kind of reminds me of Aliens. Avengers A1. Somebody tell me, school me on what this is about, because I see Dr. Doom right there, and I don't know who that is. Vision, Black Widow, Henry Pym. I'm not sure who that is either. So anyway, Chaos Dynamite Purgatory #1. Alright, they're known for Evil Ernie and Lady Death. Faith #1. Last time I got that special gold cover. This one is a regular cover. Green Lantern vs. Aliens. That's gonna be a good read. Have yet to read that. Since we were talking about Avengers Infinity War earlier, here's the Guardians team up with a older Groot, Drax, Star-Lord, Captain Marvel, Gamora, Hulk, almost every character from the Infinity War, minus the X-Men, of course. Suicide Squad's the Amanda Waller, Life or Death. She makes the tough choices. X-Men 92 #2. I bought that because he stood out. That must be a new character. Kind of reminds me of mix between Green Goblin and Doctor Doom. So that's Alpha Red. Something like that usually stands out in the years to come. I bet you that's going to go up in value because he's going to have significance. And to finish off this awesome haul, I've always wanted this. Hint is on the right side, Suicide Squad. Who can it be? Can you see it? Can you see it? Katana #1. I remember seeing this at half price book like 2 years ago, and I never grabbed it. But now I finally have it, and I paid 50 cents for that, and I easily removed the price sticker. But before I go, guys, I'm going to, like I usually do, finish off my half price books with comics that's going up in value. And here is the one. Straight from Infinity War, giving hint. Captain Marvel. This is the first appearance of Ms.Marvel, a Kamala Khan. Even though she... Oh, okay, it's not showing the Middle Eastern one, the real Ms.Marvel. This is the first full appearance. That went up for like 22 to 26, although I feel it should be worth more than that. Because the first cameo appearance is like went up to $220. So that's a long debate of, is it the cameo or the first full appearance that should be worth? So, hit me up in the comment section. As always, happy collecting, guys.